Why is the French government so scared of their citizens? How can Americans have that moxie? The French government is going to reconsider the police security bill. Do Americans need to become French? Oh, God, I know. They protested every weekend for over a year, man. They'd come out and protest something and they, oh, okay, we'll give you that. Then go, all right, well, next weekend we're protesting for something else. It started about cab drivers, or, like a cab tax or some shit is when it started about. And then they're like, no, we want this. We want this. Get rid of that neoliberal bullshit policy. Get rid of that one. We want this. We want that. That's what they did. I don't know why Americans, it's like, and then when we call to this like rally revolution, we get criticized. It's unbelievable. The shit Jimmy's had to take is mind numbing. It's mind numbing. And I don't know if there's just some YouTubers that are just trying to get clicks or it's just an ego thing. Like, I don't know David Sirota personally. I read his articles. He's a great journalist. I love Jacobin. I've quoted his shit all the time, but I don't know why he's just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Now's the time. Like nobody, we've been so deadened because Bernie Sanders had this moment in March 15th was the moment. The pandemic had just hit America. We were just, the whole country was starting to go through shutdowns. New York was overrun. The economy was getting shut down. This was it. This was Bernie Sanders' moment. I talk about like great moments in history, like Winston Churchill. Plenty of stuff to be critical about Churchill, about racist towards India, Gandhi, all that. Absolutely, absolutely. But how he handled World War II when he was being bombed every day by the Nazis, he was the one. This moment, and he was like, I was made for this moment. All those amazing leaders were like, I was made. I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. This is my moment. Patton, any of those like steel-jawed like leaders, boom, this is my moment. This is my moment in history. I'm taking it. And we just have these people that are like, not right now. Like imagine 30,000 people a year die because they don't have health insurance. That's before the pandemic. We have 300,000 dead people from a global pandemic just in this country. We have the worst percentage of any country in the world. Now's not the time for Medicare. It's just not. Let me explain how first you got to get a coalition and then a vote and then and you're actually making it harder. You're making it harder. Shut the fuck up. God, how much of a crybaby are you? Jesus, we need fucking leaders. We need fucking warriors. Like, this is it. We need fights in the streets. We need someone to stand on the floor of Congress and say, you can't get me off of this. Is going to happen. And then like knock someone out. Like we're in a street fight. This is a street fight. I don't get it, man. We're getting robbed. This is a street fight. Someone is showing up at a street fight and you're like, wait a minute, I took this karate class. Can you only punch me this way so I can block it? No. You go, I ain't leaving. Make a move. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I don't go out and start fights, but I've had a couple times in my life where I was like done, fed up, and there were guys bigger, way bigger than me. But I just said, I ain't fucking backing down. And I could see in this big guy's eyes, I could probably kick this guy's Graham's ass because I'm bigger than him, but he ain't leaving. So I have to ask myself, shit, do I want to get into this scrap with a guy that doesn't give a shit? That's like fighting, like fist fight. Like, you got to ask yourself, I ain't leaving. You want to take a swing at me? Go for it. You might kick my ass, but I will land a few. I absolutely am going to land a few. So ask yourself, is it worth it? Because I don't give a shit. And we don't have that in the Democrat. No progressive caucus. Mark Pocan. Well, I mean, nobody knew who I was, and now people are calling me. If you can't handle this, get the fuck out. Get out of the way. This is true. When you say, I'm going to fight for you, what does that mean, fight? Mean tweets? Because when I say I'm going to fight for you, I mean figuratively I'll fight for you, but literally, if I was in Congress, I would literally throw punches to protect my voters. That's what I would do when I say I'll fight for you. That's what I literally mean. Like, I'm ready to fight. I don't know if this is like a man thing or what, but I got buddies of mine. Some of them are meatheads, but they would get, I always ask people like, this is how you pick friends. Would they get your back in a bar fight? Whether they're big or strong or can fight or not fight, would they get your back in a bar fight? Ron Placone, not a big guy, not a fighter, but I know if some shit went down, Ron Placone at least be standing shoulder to shoulder with me. If you're like in a bar after and someone wanted to, Ron would fucking do something. That's why Ron has that in him. He's not a brawler. He doesn't study martial arts. He's a small dude who's like, hey man, let's just listen to some vinyl. But I knew if somebody after a gig, if someone's drunk fuck was coming at me, Ron wouldn't just go, Graham. He'd get in it. And he knows I'd get his back. He knows it. So AOC would not get your back in a bar fight. Oh, but I'm a small little girl. That's not the point. I'm talking about the gesture. I dated a girl that was Latina, man. 5 foot tall. I mean, 100 pounds at best. And I remember we ended up breaking up or whatever, but I remember I got in a fender bender. This guy had a stop sign on his side and I was going the other way. And I was going through the intersection. I didn't have a stop sign. So he came out and he hit me. And we didn't get into a yelling thing, but he was like, oh man, you were going too fast. I said, man, you had a stop sign. I didn't. And he kept kind of arguing with me. And my girlfriend at the time, she fucking got in his face. She was like, Mama. I was like, it's cool. I got this. But I was like, that's what she was saying. I got your back. She was 100 pounds, 105 pounds or something, like teeny, one of the smallest adults I've ever known. Beautiful, feisty, we had a tumultuous relationship, but she got my back. She said to this guy, she was not backing down. That's what I thought AOC was. I'm from the Bronx. I was a waitress. I'm working class. Like, oh, she's got fucking scrap. No, now's not the time. You're actually making it harder. Oh, I thought you could scrap. You can't. Thanks. That's why it was so disappointing watching Tulsi Gabbard endorse Joe Biden. Tulsi Gabbard is a soldier. She literally can fight. I'm endorsing Joe Biden. Where are you? Fight. Bernie Sanders, he's a fight. Oh, we're going to see Brooklyn come out. He's going to throw haymakers like when he got hauled away by the cops. Nah, I'm just my good friend Joe Biden. Okay. This is a street fight, man. You don't understand street fights. And this is something too, as a guy that studied martial arts for a long time. And I've always encouraged, especially women, to study martial arts because you might get attacked. I say, women, if a guy grabs you, kick him in the fucking nuts. You kick him in the nuts. Like, really? Knees, groin, throat. If you're ever attacked, knees, groin, throat. If a guy's attacking you, don't wait for a committee. If your life's in danger, don't wait for like a coalition and and don't make it harder for other activists, organizers. Fucking kick the guy in the nuts. Punch him in the throat. He's trying to kill you. So if you, the government, the Medicare company, pharmaceutical companies and healthcare lobbies, they're trying to kill us. This is a fight. They're trying to kill us. You don't have health insurance in the middle of a pandemic, you're going to die. They don't care if you die. Like, someone attacking you doesn't care if you die. You have to kick them in the fucking nuts. You got to cave in their knee. You got to scratch their eyes. You got to give them a throat punch. That's what you have to do. Not send out tweets. Like, the next time you get attacked on the street, just tweet it out. Help. No, you take your fucking cell phone and you jam it in their throat. You take your high heel and you kick it into their knee so the guy doesn't walk straight for the rest of his fucking life. That's what you do. Because this pandemic is killing people, and not having insurance is killing even more people. And so you need to get into a fucking fist fight, man. You grew up in the Bronx? Really? Jesus. The fuck? Get off of TikTok and Twitch or whatever and throw one. Like, knock people the fuck out. The fuck? What is this? You know, I know Amy, if Amy Vallela was in there, her daughter died because they didn't have health insurance. I find it hard to believe that Amy Vallela would be sending out jive-ass tweets like this. Amy Vallela, I met her. I like her. I have mad respect for her. She seems like someone that would knock a motherfucker out. That's what Amy Vallela seems like. So that's what we need. Because that's what the term were you going to get my back in a bar fight? It's not even about win or lose. It's just knowing I'm not in this bar fight alone. And if you're an American citizen and you don't have health insurance, you're alone. Even if you have health insurance, it's tough. Did you hear Jimmy and Steph tell their stories? I'm friends with Jimmy. I remember that. I didn't know about how bad his health got until after, because he was depressed and he kept it quiet from a lot of people. I didn't know him and Steph were going through that till later. Just like he didn't know about me losing my home till later, because I was ashamed and embarrassed that the banks and politicians, mainly Obama and people like Kamala Harris, let that happen. I was ashamed and embarrassed. The system kicked my ass. And losing a home pales in comparison to a health crisis. I'm still healthy. I would say that every day. Hey, man, I'm healthy. I got an apartment. I'm still living by the beach. I can surf. I'm getting paid to tell jokes. Anytime I'd get down, I'd go through this gratitude list. That's hard to do when you're facing a medical thing. You can't go, well, at least I got my health. You can't say that. No, I don't have my health. And now the system is crushing me. And now's not the time. I guess it's not the time when you got really good government health care like AOC. AOC's got great government health care. She's got great government health care. It's all right. She can probably get a bunch of free COVID tests to double check. Her staff gets tested or whatever. Yeah, great. I bet you it'd be a little different if she was still waiting tables. Long way from waiting tables. What was she waiting tables like 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Oh, okay. Got it. Now it's tweets and, Jimmy Dore's making it harder for the progressives. Yeah. I've known some big tough guys that were pussies too. Like, they talk tough, but they wouldn't get your back. It's like, this guy's a weasel, man. He wouldn't get my back in a bar fight, even though he could whoop everyone's ass. What a pussy. I'm not talking about male or female or big or tough or strong or whatever. Who's going to get your back in a fucking bar fight? And I'll take the 5-foot person who's going to scrap and fight and tooth and nail rather than the person who's physically strong that goes, meow, 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 meow. Because that in the bar fight metaphor, AOC is like a fucking UFC heavyweight. She's got 10 million Twitter followers. She has more power than anyone in Congress. And if she really rallied all of us, we'd line up and fucking storm the castle. But she doesn't want to do that. It's no, meow, 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 meow. Shut up. Give me your 10 million followers. I'll fucking start a revolution, man. I'll end homelessness. I'll do it. I only got 30-some thousand, 73,000 YouTube subscribers. That's all I got. Oh, fuck. How weak is that? Shave your knuckles for justice, man. Connect the dots for the truth. Boom. Thanks for watching, everybody. please hit the like button, the subscribe button. Go to patreon.com/Graham Elwood and rockfin.com/Graham Elwood, where you can support the show. Also, I have a Bitcoin wallet, a Bitcoin Cash wallet, and an Ethereum wallet in the show notes. We're taking cryptocurrency. I have a Coinbase affiliation link. We're going to be getting on some other exchanges. So that's how you support the show. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. YouTube is unsubscribing us at an alarming rate. I have a PayPal button at grahamelwood.com. I even have a Venmo at Graham-Elwood. There's a lot of ways to support our show. We are getting crushed by YouTube. We've dipped under 73,000 subscribers because of YouTube. Thanks for supporting what we do.